This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. For the Raptors, happy to be here in Toronto right now in the midst of a nice homestand. Looking at the first half of the season, it's been one they've been very proud of. They have a lot of confidence so far.
And to say these guys are hot right now would be putting it mildly. They've come into this game playing arguably the best basketball of anybody in the league.
Yeah, Greg, it's been a big-time winning streak. I mean, many of the games haven't even been close during the streak. Needless to say, they're coming into every game now with great confidence and swag.
Now Sacramento starting five. McLemore and Gay on the perimeter. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Quincy Ace. And it's Rondo in at the point guard position. Rudy Gay hits them both. Last game for the Kings, they picked up the W against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Guys, simply a complete team performance, and road wins where everybody contributes really can galvanize a team and bring it together.
So it's Sacramento. Rudy Gay on the way. Here's Cousins. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Lowry for three. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Lowry's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And McLemore kicks to Cousins. Nice D from Valanciunas.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Lowry dishes to Valanciunas. Now here's DeRozan, guarded by McLemore. And stolen by Gay. And now the Kings, fast break. He's got the ball. Sacramento again missing.
You know, Dwayne Casey was once a player at Kentucky, took me and hosted me on my recruiting visit at Kentucky back in 1979. Actually got his coaching start at the school as well.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
The Raptors shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
As we were talking about Coach Dwayne Casey, he's found his place in Toronto. Took them, Greg, to back-to-back postseason appearances.
And, you know, it's good to see him finally establishing himself as a head coach, really known as a defensive specialist. But once he gets in charge of a team, he'll have them focused on defense and really stresses that in every practice.
Now, here's Cousins. He's an offensive force, averaging nearly 26 points a game.
Solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finished hard with 2 hands on the stuff.
Yeah, nothing extravagant, guys, but again, no need on that one.
DeRozan with it. Guarded by McLemore. And it's DeRozan missing.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, deterred them from those playing.
They grabbed their own miss.
Look at this little fella going in there and eating.
He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
that could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I'll tell you what, that is the crowd pleaser of all crowd pleasers.
Here's DeRozan. Sacramento making their last shot. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's on Ben McLemore. The Raptors shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. That's good from DeRozan. A new group in now for the Raptors. Biyombo, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Patterson comes in for Luis Scola. Ross, he's checked in for Johnson. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Kyle Lowry. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Kufis checked in for Cousins. Caspi comes in for Quincy Ace. Bellinelli, he's checked in for McLemore. And it's Collison in for Rajon Rondo. Here's Ross. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that. A lot of times in the first quarter, it will dictate how big a role a player has later on.
Throws it up high. Collison kicks to Caspi. Kufis the pass to Gay. And he jams it with authority.
Kevin, I tell you what, when he gets to the rim like that, he's really hard to stop.
Yeah, he can get up a few notches higher, there's no doubt.
And that's how the game is played on the inside. You can play over the top. You've got a great advantage.
Here's Ross. Again, Toronto.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Now, here's Joseph. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Picked away. So the Kings call timeout. They're first.
Yeah, I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
It's all tied in Toronto. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And from what we've seen so far from the Raptors, guys, your thoughts?
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Setting the floor for the Raptors. We've got Johnson. Corey Joseph is out there with Lowry. Then there's Patrick Patterson. And it's Biyombo at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And here are the Raptors now. The Kings getting the bucket. It's stolen by Rondo. And the jam by Rudy Gay.
You have got to be kidding me.
Clark, talk about taking things into your own hands.
I tell you what, that's one of those plays where you want to get credit for not only the bucket, but also the assist.
Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Biyombo. Johnson outside. And stolen by Cousins. And here we go, McLemore.
Oh, nasty.
Oh, nasty. Did he get?
Woo. Went to the windmill dunk to turn this place on its ear. I love it.
Yeah, this crowd is stunned.
And that's as electric a finish as you're going to see.
Count that one, and the Kings' lead has been cut down to just 3 in the basket from James Johnson. To the paint, and then Cousins with the dunk.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Here's McLemore. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Rondo's got 3 assists now in this one. Rondo with the steal. And oh, here we go. Gage got it, the fast break chance. McLemore, no good.
You know, just a little too fancy on that play.
Well, you don't want to force any play, but particularly the alley-oop. You'd like to try that when it's wide open. Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
To the middle. Here's Cousins. And he slams it one-handed.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty from that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
Rondo with the steal. He lobs it up. And McLemore slams it in.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid.